Another episode of Life Stories. I'm your host and sometimes referee, the friendly neighborhood Zach Stat Pearson. And today, I'm joined by what can only be described as a combination of if a vampire tried to bite Wednesday Addams, a one queen.
I am definitely not eating because I don't eat much. Hi, crowd. I'm the vampire queen.
That one phrase alone I could get so many puns out of, but there's not enough time in a day. All right, so this is a very, very unique story. Normally, what happens with the traditional life stories is I put the stuff out there, or someone puts the stuff out there with me as a proxy, and then ipso facto, maybe I get one or two emails or one or two texts because no one ever comments directly on the YouTube videos. I'm not really mad about that. I'm still getting a comment basically telling me either A, I made the shit up, or B, these people I made up, the shit didn't happen the way I said.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll keep it to the end. Never mind.
I sincerely doubt you will not do that. But normally I find it weird because they don't seem to realize that some of the people involved in the story are literally in the videos. The most notorious one before you, obviously, was the person that me and three other people in this channel went to high school with, who convinced himself he was a good fighter because he played Street Fighter, and he got mad that his friend, not really, started dating his ex-girlfriend. And then he, later on in life, went on to throw himself in front of expensive cars in traffic so he can live off of lawsuit settlement money.
Okay, that seems toxic.
That's the nicest way I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, toxic, but also psycho.
Yes, that sounds a lot better. And then we looked him up later on one lazy November, or last November. Turns out he had died a week after we had started looking for him because
he threw himself in front of an expensive car?
Actually, no, but he did get a metal plate because of that. No, because of organ failure, because this idiot would not eat any foods that wasn't basically fries and cheesy potatoes. Yeah.
What a picky eater. That's annoying. More annoying than vegans.
You live in California. You probably have to deal with them more than anybody.
Oh, you know it.
All right, so I'm just going to get into this. TM3 may come later, and Honeybee will be later. And, well, let's hopefully she doesn't thirst too hard. I did give her a warning. It would be a bad and awkward situation if you thirsted today.
Thirsting for what?
You'll figure it out eventually. All right.
So all right.
I want to say this is it started about 9 months ago. I happened to bump into an old math teacher of mine. Now, obviously, being that I am a human being, I automatically have a genetic predisposition to being allergic to math. So I'm not exactly out here, trying to get to know a math teacher. But this is one of those math teachers that was hiding their age. They were a student learner at the time. So Richard is barely younger than me. And for the purposes of this conversation, and because his name is Richard, I'm going to give him his American nickname, which no one knows why it's the nickname of every person named Richard. Dick. Also, he's being a dick in the story, so I think it fits.
Great.
Also, Richard, if you're listening to this video, because I'm going to send you a link, I just want you to know, you're still a dick. So, I'm downtown. I have just decided that I'm going to a sushi buffet. So, one of the studios that I do a lot of recording stuff at for various media things is about 4 blocks or less away from a sushi place that has a lunchtime buffet. Lunchtime buffets for sushi are pretty common in Chicago, but they're very, very, very short-lived. That's how they get away with, making sure they can have a buffet title but not running out of supplies. They make sure it's for a limited time during the day. Basically, it's a 3-hour slot.
I mean, sushi is great, but I once read a story where someone got worms because he ate sushi.
Yeah, there was some celebrity where he tried to make almost every single meal that he had sushi, completely forgetting that, you know, it's still part raw, or he wasn't getting the cooked sushis, so he got some type of foodborne illness.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, no, I don't like food at all anyway, so yeah.
Uh, I'm walking in there, and I'm walking out of there, and I just hear somebody going, Zach, Mr. Pearson. I was like, the fuck? And I look at this dude and like, I know him, and he's running up to me. He's like, oh, hey, how you been? I was like, and I'm just looking at him. And he goes, you're trying to figure out who I am? Like, yeah, I know you. So then he goes, so then he tells me his last name. He's like, oh yeah, you're that math teacher. I'm still allergic to math. Mr. Pearson, you should really stop saying that. Stop calling me Mr. Pearson, dude. You're like 3 years older than me. Cut that shit out. It's weird. I was like, well, I mean, yeah, you got a point. Hey, did you see they closed down the legendary Walgreens bank? Now, for the uninitiated, the Bank of Walgreens is not actually a bank. So for some reason, Walgreens acquired an actual bank, but they just made it a Walgreens. So there's a literal Walgreens that is inside of a bank, what used to be a bank. And downstairs, they even have a giant, like 13 foot high vault. But they have nutritional multivitamins inside of it.
So wait, Mr. Pearson, you say you're allergic to math. Can you elaborate on that?
Most people in the world, or at least in North America, hate math, and stop calling me Mr. Pearson. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, I agree. I am allergic to math as well.
Yes, I'm sure algebra gives us both hives. So
Yep.
I told him, oh yeah, I had heard about that, but I'm kind of sad about it because it was so sudden. No one heard anything. It was just there one day, then boarded up the next day. I was like, yeah, that's literally what happened. There was no going out of business sign. I was like, yeah, the day Walgreens goes out of business is the day the apocalypse happens. Like, Walgreens can't run away from money. Anyways, so eventually me and him get to talking, and I tell him I'm getting ready to head to the train station because the way this studio was set up, which is very convenient for me, as I've mentioned to you before, but the audience may not know, the blue line is less than just about 5 blocks away from where I live. So I basically just walk there anytime I need to get down to the studio, because once I get to the blue line, it's only a 3-block walk from that train station into the studio's front entrance. So it's pretty convenient for me. Now, when we get on the train, we say our goodbyes, but we do the manly thing and we exchange video game contacts so we can beat each other in various video games at a later date. Something I really like the idea of doing because, well, he was a sarcastic bastard of a teacher, and he would sarcastically shit talk you anytime you shit on math. And I love shitting on math. So, I won't say I'm being petty, but I just have this natural rivalry with anyone who likes math. Let's just put it that way.
No, you're not petty. Dude, everyone hates math. If you don't hate math, you're fucking weird.
Yes, exactly. You hear that, dick? You're weird. You're a weird dick. So what ends up happening is we get to talking, we play a couple games together online, and then one day he asked me, hey, do you know a girl named Ashley? I was like, no, you didn't just sit up here and ask me, do I know possibly the whitest white girl name that's ever existed since Jessica? I was like, you want to be more specific, bro?
Hey, Amy is also a good white name.
Yes, it's part of the Holy 5 generic white girl names. No one knows why they're so addictively popular, but they are. Everybody knows a Jessica, and if you don't know a Jessica, you know an Ashley or you know a Kelly. Anyways.
I know a Kelly and I know a Jessica. Not an Ashley, though.
You don't count, you're from a different country. Anyways, So
Yeah.
So I was like, you want to give a last name? I was like, bro, my last name. I was like, oh, actually, yeah, I do. I think you might be friends with my sister and have been for like 10 years. I was like, show me your sister. Right? So he sends me a screenshot and I was like, well, fuck. So I call her up and she was like, yeah, he's here right now. And I was like, oh, I didn't know you two knew each other. Oh, I bet you guys get along so well. Well, he is a math teacher. Ha ha ha. You're always so funny. It's like, no, I don't. I legitimately am disturbed by the concept of people who like math. So eventually, speed forward to about 2 months later, there's an event happening downtown, and I was going, she was going. I don't know he's going to be there, but you know, we got a lot of friends going, and we just decide we're going to go and have fun and make a night of it because it's next to a very legendary place called Wrigley Field. Now, despite what a lot of people believe because of, you know, broadcast networks, being next to Wrigley Field, the baseball stadium, is very, very, very luxurious area, and also it's a very, very happy and friendly area even when there's no baseball, because a lot of the places in the area are commercial businesses or they're just lounge areas because they want people who can't pay for the seats or when the stadium sells out to come into their bars and chill and watch the show. So it's very good for, you know, business, that whole entire area. It's not uncommon for, you know, less than half a mile of land to have a valuation of over like 2 or 3 million. So we all go to this place. We all had fun. Then they said, hey, we're going to go eat. And then it was like, ooh, Zax, you pick. I was like, why am I picking? Bro, you're in the top 10% of restaurant reviewers for the whole entire fucking country on Google. You're picking. I was like, okay, fine, I guess. So I picked some place that is, it's basically seafood, but it's noodles mixed with seafood, not just raw seafood like a crab shack. So we all go there. Everybody got vans. We all hop in. So I'm in the van with Dick and his sister Ashley and 2 of our other homies. A guy named Ryan, not the one from this podcast group, and another guy named Michael. And Michael's girlfriend, I can't remember her name, but for the purpose of the story, her name was now Kelly. So all of a sudden we start talking, and then I'm thinking to myself, I was like, crap. I'm thinking, I forgot to, they asked me, why'd you say crap? I was like, I think I forgot to email this one chick, Laura. Which Laura? The Wednesday Addams looking one. I was like, oh, okay. I basically, so then all of a sudden, now I don't, to my knowledge, there's never been a conversation with Dick where Laura has come up in conversation. So, to my knowledge, I have no idea why he's doing this. And now, mind you, Dick is in the front seat in the van on the right. He just turns back, and I'm in the second row, looks at me and goes, oh, are you going to email that, Laura? It's like, why are you talking like that? I'm not exaggerating. This is actually how he's talking. And then Ashley goes, yeah, why are you doing that, though? I was like, come on, you know she's not real. I was like, so I was like, okay. Why is someone who I know I've never brought up to you not real? Bro, you're really going to sit up here and tell me you know someone who can do operatic singing, who dresses up like a fucking vampire model, gets paid to do it, is a goth, and does like burlesque sexy ass dancing? Yes. So I was like, seriously, Dick, when did I even tell you about Laura? It's like, oh, you didn't. I told him about Laura because we was talking about Wednesday Addams one day, not the character, the show. I was like, and he just decided that she's a figment of my imagination. Oh yeah, she's a figment of your imagination. Remember when you told us that Sean was gay? And then everyone in the fucking van starts laughing. I was like, hey Dick, they're laughing because of how stupid you sound when you said yay. Like you said it like you're falling off of a cliff and you got bungee cord on you. Like, what the fuck, bro? I was like, Sean is gay. You know how I know Sean is gay? Because he's married to a fucking man. And then everyone else goes, yeah, bro, that wasn't actually funny. It was just the way you said it. Oh, so you're saying that I'm not actually funny? Y'all just like the way I say yeah? And then the whole fucking place starts laughing again, except for me, because I really just want to choke the life out of Dick right now.
Phrasing.
So I was like, hey, listen, you heard what they said, right? And then Ashley goes, yeah, listen, you know, I love you and everything, but you're not actually funny, but you say things in an exaggerated way that comes off funny. I don't think I've ever heard you make a funny joke. You laugh at half the stuff I said last week? Yeah, because of the way you said it. Oh, so because of my accent? And then I said, no, I'd say that's more of an elocution. Oh, so we're making up words now, Zax? Elocution? And I'm just like, I know I'm in the back seat, but there's only one person sitting in the row right behind you. The minute we get to a red light, I could move the fuck up. Speak of the devil.
Yo, were you guys just talking about me?
No.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, don't worry. You ain't missed much. I can easily get you caught up. So, I'm coming out of Gravity Studios. I went about 4 blocks to that to the sushi place that has a lunchtime buffet. I came out of there. I saw a guy that I know who used to be a math teacher, but he was barely older than me. Turns out I've been friends with his sister for 10 years, his younger sister, and didn't even know it. His name's Richard, but he's an asshole, and I'm calling him Dick, but it fits because, you know, for some reason in America, every single Richard's nickname is Dick. I don't know how that happened. So, we came back from an event downtown about 8 months ago, and I'm explaining that I had to email one of the people working on the projects we're working on named Laura. And he's in the car basically shit-talking me and telling me that she's a figment of my imagination, despite me never having had a conversation where I even told him who Laura was or anything about Laura. He just heard it through the transitive property / grapevines of being in my outer friend circle. And also that everyone was laughing at him because he thought he was funnier than me. Not that it's a contest, but he wasn't.
Zach, no one's funnier than you.
See, when you say it, it's sarcastic on some level.
I am absolutely real right now.
The ironicness of you saying that statement. Moving on. So what he learned from his sister, which apparently he didn't know his whole life, is that people don't actually think he's funny. They just think he sounds really stupid and laugh at him. When he tries to drag his voice out like this, he actually fucking does that in public. And he's damn near 40. It's just, God. I'm glad I'm not his parents. I would get transitive fucking embarrassment. So he learned very quickly that he wasn't good at making jokes. It was just everyone in the, van thought it was funny the way he said, yay, which still sounds so damn stupid. And I was threatening him. So he basically stated that, and I'll just rewind this little part. When I said, I think I forgot to email Laura, he just goes, oh, you mean that person you made up? The one who's an operatic singer and also does burlesque and is also a fucking actor and a vampire goth model person? Oh, you mean that figment of your imagination? And I'm just like, every time you open your mouth, Dick, I want to close it with my fist. I want you to know that. So I just asked him, hey, Richard. So I'm sorry. Hey, Dick. So this person who you were never even supposed to technically know about has nothing to do with you. You will not meet and don't know shit about. Haven't seen no pictures of. Let me ask you something. Why the fuck is she just made up for you? And then he says, it's not that I think she's not made up. I just don't think this is one person. I think you just saying something to sound cool. I was like, Dick, stop fucking talking like that. Now, again, everyone in the vehicle is laughing because just the way he says it. The way he says that dumb shit, and that's why he thought he was funny. I was like, first off, who am I trying to impress in this car? Because last I checked, I haven't seen Michael in like 2 years. We cool with each other. Everyone else in here I talk to semi-regularly, except you. We cool with each other. And to top it off, I didn't say it to anybody. It was a random thought that occurred when I was looking out the window. I was like, shit, did I email Laura? And you happen to hear me. Who the fuck am I trying to impress exactly? So then it was like, whoa, Zach, hey, man, just calm down a little bit. Deep breaths, bro. I was like, no, don't deep breaths me. This dude's been pissing me off for a month. And he's a math teacher. We're already naturally predators to each other.
I fucking hate math teachers.
Thank you.
I've never had a math teacher that was like a good person. I'm pretty much convinced that like if you teach math, you have to be some sort of psycho. There has to be something deeply, deeply wrong with you.
That's almost
to love
word
math
for word
enough.
what fucking Queen said 10 minutes ago.
No, but like for real, like to enjoy math enough to want to pursue it as a career, to teach other people, you have to be fucked up in some way to torment people that way. Fuck every math teacher I've ever had.
Damn.
Fucking
problem
Mrs. Crenshaw. What kind of fucked up name is that? Fuck you.
It's one of the most dangerous streets in fucking California. So I look at it like this. Was like the reason my only issue with him was that if you shit talk math in his class, he will say something sarcastic and just be a dick about it, like he has to defend math like it's his fucking ex-wife or some shit. I'm like, no, bro, these aren't real things. They're numbers. You don't need to sit up here and act like, you have to defend them.
Yeah, fuck numbers. Numbers aren't real.
And then top it off, dude's like 3 or 4 years older than me. He was just hiding that he was a teaching apprentice or an intern teacher at the time. So he was like legitimately young. So, I didn't know that I knew his sister for 10 years. That's how he's even in this little group that we're in. Like, I have not had a direct conversation with him since I bumped into him coming out of the sushi buffet. Which, shit, I need to go back to that place, man. That sushi was good. Anyways, so everyone's like, bro, deep breaths. I got friends like pat me on the shoulder, man. It's okay. Just let it go, man. We had a good night so far. I was like, yeah, I got you. And then he goes, you feel better now? I was like, you've just earned an ass whooping. And real quick, both of you, bare minimum, y'all know y'all are half my weight. He's also half my weight. And he's 5'5". I can very easily do many things that I'm not gonna say because his sister might get mad at me when she hears this.
No, say it anyway, because I'm not even 5'5". I'm like 5'3". I want to know.
Wait, are you two the same height?
I'm short, man.
I'm 5'2".
I'm barely 5'4", 5'3" something.
I'm gonna avoid those puns for now. And moving on. When I get out the car, I just look at him and I wait for him to open the fucking door. So then he just looks at me, he giggles, and then he slowly stops giggling and it turns into a frown. He finally realized I have no problem fucking him up. And it won't have anything to do with him giving me a C+ on a math test. I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to get an A. It's just he's pissing me off. So now Ashley's doing that thing that women do. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but she's trying to basically talk me out of whooping someone's ass by tapping me on the shoulder and then pulling my hand slightly in the opposite direction that my fist wants to go. Hey, come on, don't do that. Come on, well, look, we're here. Come on, let's go eat. Don't do that. I don't know what that is.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. If you were about to like square up with somebody, I'd just pull out my phone and start recording. I'm not kidding. I would not be trying to stop you. I'm a terrible influence.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Yeah.
I know, but you two are unique situations. I'm not even offended by
Did you hear that? We're unique. I love that.
Short. That's the best.
I use about 5 of the same words to describe you both. Y'all ain't that special. Anyways,
wow. Damn.
I'm not even mad at you, but she done fucked up the whole story like 7 times, and I gotta edit this later. So
I am so sorry, but
no,
actually, I want my comments to be in there.
70 to 80% of your comments will be in the final product. So we're in the parking lot, and Michael's like, come on, bro. And then again, his sister's doing that bullshit. So I'm like, fine. So he gets out the car finally, because I've now stepped a good 20 feet away. And we're getting ready to go eat. And I'm just not thinking about him, you know. Michael, and fuck, who was the other person driving? Because Michael was in the back with me. Well, I can't remember the other guy's name. For the purpose of the story, his name is David. And Michael's girlfriend, Kelly, are talking to me about something. I don't even remember what it was, right? So then we get into it. So we get down, we get ready to eat. And I start talking because, well, you know, for some reason, Dick just decided he's going to be on the opposite side of the table from me. So the minute I have to look straight, which is ergonomic when you're sitting down, I have to see this face of a math teacher. So I just like, you know what? I'm not even going to start. Let me talk to other people. So we started talking about my friend Sean and how a lot of people didn't know that Sean was actually gay. Now, Sean wasn't hiding it. He wasn't in the closet. He was born in Illinois. So, you know, you get to be a little bit more lenient with how open you are about that stuff. And I was telling him like how I had met his husband, and I'm pretty sure Ashley and me are invited to the wedding. So she was like, oh snap, hey, I don't have his number, why don't you pass me his number? I was like, okay. I give her my phone, and then here comes Dick needing to be a dick. So she's getting his number out of my phone, and he just looks at her and goes, hey, pull up Laura in his phone. So then Michael puts his fork down and he just goes, you know what? I'm tired of saving you. I'm just going to enjoy my food. Whatever happens, happens. So now I have a shit-eating grin on my face. I was like, did you hear that, Dick? It looks like you're going to get pounded, and not in a fun way. So then he goes, I don't sound like that.
He sounds like a Chad. He sounds like a Chad. Like a typical American Chad.
I just like how you have to question if you're using that correctly. I'll tell you right now.
I feel like he's the kind of guy that I would have.
Like a Chad or a John already. Who the fuck knows?
I want to bully this man.
I mean, damn. But I wouldn't be mad at you in the slightest.
I don't know this. I just want to bully him. Just for fun.
He has a very Luke-like personality.
Yeah.
Lukewarm personality.
Yeah.
So.
Me too. I'll join in with the bullying.
Oh, hell yeah. No, fuck the anti-bullying campaigns. This is a bullying campaign. So let's go.
So Ashley still has my phone. She just rolls her fucking eyes and she says, look, this is why you don't have guy friends, okay? I was like, so then all of a sudden Mike goes, and he's doing the meme, but he's also making fun of Dick. He just goes, what did she say? That fucking hilarious ass meme where someone got high pitched while saying, what did she say? And the whole table loses their shit. Like me included. I'm angry. Boom. Immediately turned into laughter. And I was just like, damn. Damn. So the waitress come back because we got a group appetizer. I normally hate getting them, but the way they make them is a bit different. It was basically a ridiculously big shrimp cocktail. But they bake the shrimp first, and the cocktail sauce is room temperature. It's not ice cold. Completely different flavor. Try it if you ever get a chance. So we started laughing, right? And you know, we're recovering from the laughter, and Ashley's handing me my phone, my Samsung Galaxy Fold 4 phone. And I'm not saying that because I think the phone is so great and fancy. I'm saying that because y'all know damn well flagship phones are fucking expensive. So I start reaching for my phone, and he just goes, yeah, man, fuck all y'all. And he taps my phone with a fork while Ashley's holding it. But it's mid-pass to me. So he tapped it just enough for my phone to land in the fucking cocktail sauce bowl. There are so many reasons in the world to beat someone's ass. So many reasons. And yet, This man, in less than 2 hours flat, found a way to make me want to drag him into a bathroom and just straight up do things that I'm not going to discuss. I'll tell you to your face, Dick. Just ask me. So I'm sitting up here like, the waiter's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Hey, we can take care of this. Don't worry. Don't worry. And because this thing is IPv4.6 or IPv4.8, no idea what the fuck she meant by that. We'll make sure that this can work for you. I promise. You don't have to worry about anything. Because I don't know why the waiter almost sounded like she thought it was her fault. Right? So she took the whole thing back and my phone. So then Michael just leans over to me. He passes me his phone and he says, I technically don't have to drop him off. And then Kelly brings her phone over. She shows me her phone and she says, are you going to be mad if I take pictures? Because the assumption at this point is that if I don't beat his ass, someone else going to do it. However, I am a minority and I am in a restaurant in a very affluent neighborhood. So obviously, long discussions have to be discreet in these types of areas. But because I'm, unlike Dick, actually funny, I've decided I'm going to play the roast game. It's a very special game. See, the way I play the roast game, you earned it. You can't say shit back because I can loop it into why I'm even roasting you in the first place. And I specifically do it in public because I want you to have an outburst so I can make you look more stupid. Nope, not gonna touch that. Anyways, so I was like,
No,
hey,
touch it. Please do.
stop doing that. You're doing it on purpose.
I am doing it on purpose. Absolutely.
All the things you could have learned while you're in fucking America, you had to learn sarcasm.
Man.
Fuck. So I was like,
I like you. You're delightful.
yeah, that
Me or Zax?
She's talking about you. I promise. She's talking about
you
you.
too.
So,
See, we like each other.
Oh, yeah.
so Ashley hands me her phone, and I was like, Ashley, hand me your phone. So I go and pull up. Shit, what's a not fucked up way to say this? I pulled up special images of Laura, and I was like, you see this shit, you stupid fuck? You see this? See this human being that's real and not a figment of my imagination who wouldn't come near your penis if it was the last one on earth, Dick? Now this time I actually called him Dick in person, not Richard, because, you know, depending on
But you're totally right.
So Michael caught it. He starts laughing. And then I just go from top to bottom. Literally, I was like, hey, let's go from the top to bottom game. See her right here? She's 5'9". I don't know how tall you are. I'm just saying this to hurt his soul. She's 5'9". So you know what that means? Every time you see her, she's looking down on you. See this right here? This is called a face. It's something that you have when you're an organic being, or really all mammals. There really isn't a mammal out there that doesn't have a face, at least not one that I'm aware of, or at least when it comes to human beings.
I mean, I'm not 5'9". I'm barely 5'4".
Yes,
I'm small.
you already
I will
said
be
that.
looking.
Yeah.
He'll be looking down on me. Like,
Again, stop ruining the fucking story. We know how short you are. You said it 10 minutes ago.
It's true.
See, this is why I don't hate first timers, but I hate when I'm doing long format shit with first timers. Anyways, so I was like, yes, those eyes, they will always be looking down on you, and they will never thirst for you. You know why? Because she drinks the blood of her enemies. Boom. So I'll pull up one of the vampire pictures. See that? See that? That's the blood of punk bitches who weren't enough of, who were being a dick to her. I don't know if she bit them off or she just drained them so she didn't have to hear their mouth. But, you know, I wouldn't blame her either way.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So then I moved down. Okay, we're going to skip that body part. So I moved down to her legs. You see that? See those feet? Yeah, they're attached to someone who will step on you. And not in that fucked up way, BDSM way or anything like that. In that you don't exist and she doesn't acknowledge you. So the minute she knocks your ass out, metaphorically speaking, she will just step all over you, possibly in some gothic looking thick ass heels or some big ass athletic running sneaker boots. And then she will flick the ashes from her cigarette on your fucking face or your dick. dick. You know why? Because when I get my phone back, I'm going to go out of my way to tell her about you and how you've decided that you're obsessed with her so much that after hearing about her 2 months ago in a conversation that had nothing to fucking do with you, you decided that today, when you heard her name be brought up, you want to give me shit about it. Just admit it. You want to suck her dick. Don't lie. You really, really want to just throttle that penis so hard till you can't fucking breathe, dick. So,
no, we're hitting it off like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like, but you know, while you're down there, you can probably worship the ground she walks on while you're down there picking up her dick, or you could, you know, get on your knees and at least kiss her ass, because obviously you're obsessed with this woman, and you can't fucking lie to me because no one told you to give a shit about her. She was not in your purview. She's on the other side of the fucking country. She's not from this country. Don't know who you are, and I have a completely fucking basic ass, hey, this is career stuff. Do you want to try to do some of this stuff? Yay or nay? Relationship with her. And here you are just obsessed with trying to see her. You know why? Because unlike me, you can't admit that you want to fuck goths. But guess what? Unlike you, I've already done it. But I'm still not a little punk bitch about it. Just don't lie. You have a hard time getting women, don't you? You either can't keep them or you can't figure out how to maintain a relationship. I mean, you're a fucking math teacher after all. I'd want to keep if I was with you. So then Ashley starts, and by the way, I said this in a very, very calm and polite manner because we're in like a restaurant, but there were people in other tables started choke laughing. And then Ashley did the international symbol for, hey, don't bring that up. Don't bring that up. I was like, oh, I found a button. So then I was like, now shut up and pray when they bring my phone back, the shit works. Because if it doesn't, you ain't going home the same way you fucking left. Dick. So then Michael hears that, starts laughing, and then Ashley comes in, because Michael's on my left, Ashley's on my right. I think I still know where that blood picture is. Because you have a lot of blood pictures, but it was a very specific blood picture. You have too many blood pictures, actually. Fuck.
No such thing.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I have a lot of blood pictures.
Yeah, no. No such thing as too many blood pictures.
I mean, if it's
I know, right?
October,
Yeah.
okay, if it's October. It was this one. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the pic dump section right now. I just found it. So that's the one he's looking at, and the whole time he can't look at me or her. And then, you know, and she's like, yeah, you know, you obviously have some type of issue, not even with him, but you have a hard time getting goths, or goths are the ones you go after, but they don't seem to want you. I mean, I'll tell you to settle for an emo girl, but everyone hates mathematicians, right? So then he just gets really quiet, and then he just slowly walks off and goes to the bathroom. I was like, oh, he went to go cry. I'm okay with this. I'm very okay with this. So the waitress comes back.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
now
I feel
bad for him.
bad.
But, yeah, I mean, now I feel bad for him, but, you know, 8 months ago, fuck him. And even then, I don't feel that bad for him. So she comes back as he's leaving, and, you know, my phone works. I'm like, wow, that's impressive. Apparently IPv4, 6, or whatever she said was the rating for how far the phone can go in water without, you know, getting water inside of it. It was a rating system for that. Apparently she had the same phone. So I was like, oh snap, well this works. Now mind you, the center of my phone is fucked up still, but not like fucked up like it's discolored. The screen protector, when I unfold it, somewhat lifts off of the actual screen. So it's got a crease in it, and it's fucking annoying. It's fucking annoying. And I can't get rid of the crease unless I get a new phone. And even then, the crease could still show up even if I got a brand new phone and it never gets fucked up, just because of the way it's designed. So the way I see it, you know, I'm not even going to get a fold ever again. I'm going to stick with a singular screen. I didn't even want a fold. I had to get one because my old one got stole. But anyways, oh shit, Ashley didn't say that thing about emos and goths. Kelly said it. So Ashley was like, hey, listen, so his ex-girlfriend, but she lied.
Oh man, that's horrible.
She lied side note and said that.
Wait, what?
Yeah. No, she did try to kill herself, but she left a lie.
Wait, she lied
No,
about committing.
no.
What are you saying?
Shut up. Damn. She lied.
Yeah.
Note about why she did it. She did do it. She lied about why. But he didn't figure it out. And well, the police didn't figure it out till 3 months later. She lied and said she hates him because he spends too much time being a math teacher. Because she did hate him and she didn't want him to watch her dying or him to be the one that finds the body. But she also but apparently he was an asshole, like a legitimate asshole. But it wasn't one of those he's an asshole on purpose. It was more like, oh, I'm being an asshole, but I don't know I'm being an asshole because you're not telling me I'm being an asshole situations. So, you know, he's very conflicted about it, right? But no, she didn't kill herself because he was a math teacher or anything of the sort. She just didn't want him finding the body. She is technically still alive. I'll spare using her name, but yeah, that's what he was all, you know, like crying about and shit. But also he's a passive aggressive little punk bitch. So when he came back, we essentially ignored him. His sister, you know, tried to stroke his ego, pat him on the back, and I ate my food and I had me a good old time. I wasn't about to apologize for this shit, at least not at that point, right? And you know, we enjoyed ourselves. And then we get back to the car, or we're heading towards the car, and he just tells me, you're sitting in the front. Are you trying to tell me what I'm doing? But I was like, you know what? You in an emotional state right now. And there's a difference between a deserved beating of a dick versus a heightened state of emotion. I'm giving him a little bit of leeway. So I don't say nothing. I sit in the front. David's driving again. Michael's sitting in the back talking to him. Ashley's sitting in the back talking to him. I mean, Kelly's sitting in the back talking to him. And Ashley's in the front row, you know, closest to me and David. Because I'm in the passenger seat. So I'm just whispering in her ears like, hey, listen. I think you might actually meet Laura, because I have you scheduled to show up for one of the recordings. Do me a favor. Don't bring up that this happened. Like, don't do it at all. Oh, why? You gonna turn this into one of your life stories? I was like, well, shit, I didn't think about that. So, I'm the first person to get dropped off. Everyone's telling me, bye, man, we need to do this again, blah, blah, blah. And I just look at them and everyone in the van gets silent. And I just go, if it makes you feel any better, if I was an insecure bastard or desperate or you know, I might be obsessed with her too, but I still wouldn't take this approach to trying to quote unquote get into her life or whatever the fuck that is you're trying to do. You know, I had like a fracture in my pelvis and a surgery back in February, right? Like, I can't do shit with nobody, whether they want to do something or not, until, you know, like months and months going down the line. Once this surgery happens, because this event takes place before the surgery. But I can tell you right now, man, I wouldn't act like this. And if you want, I can teach you how to deal with goths and emo girls, because you don't master goths and emo girls. You just learn to spot the bullshit. Don't tell them that you figured it out, and it's going to be smooth sailing. But you're going to have to stop being a dick, Richard. So then he just looks at me and goes,
does he even have a dick?
I want to lie just to make this video funner. But anyways, so I just go.
Yeah, but you don't know, so he might not have one.
I mean, based on how he handles relationships, he might grow one, but the minute he gets in one, it goes into whoever he's dating's purse.
Yeah.
If you want, I can teach you how to deal with goths and emo girls, but you not gonna get anywhere near or Laura text format or, you know, in person. I was like, now, and here's where he just fucks up, but it's a funny fuck up. He just goes, "Oh, are you trying to be serious?" Everyone starts fucking laughing, and I just...
What is that accent from? Is that some kind of male valley girl accent?
Yeah, what is that?
It is now. No, it's, well, as I described with her earlier, it's his way of doing sarcasm. Instead of saying the sarcasm statement, he wants to drag it out and say it like this. But,
in case you didn't know, it was sarcasm.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But here's the thing, though. He thought
I hate him.
He was funny. His whole life, he thought this shit was funny. And people were laughing because he said something funny when they were laughing at how stupid he sounded.
That's sad.
Yes. And I'm the one who made him realize it in one day.
Hurt his feelings.
I mean,
it's always funny.
He fucking earned it.
Yeah.
I don't go around looking for like this type of bullshit. First off, you a math teacher on purpose, and you're barely older than me. Okay? I automatically assume that we ain't gonna be homies by default. I don't have to hate you. I just don't want to be near the math. And what, lo and behold, I'm friends with your sister for 10 years. Completely opposite personality. And then, you know, I basically had to out you as you have some type of goth or emo jealousy, not fetish, jealousy or envy of me and some of my homies, because we, and I don't mean this in the like, you know, frat boy way, but we tagged them and bagged them. It was either one-nighters or it was legitimate relationships or it was friends with benefits. It doesn't matter. Like, we've gotten further along the chain than he did. And bragging about that stuff, let me put it to you this way. Even 20-year-olds, as early as 20, everyone knows it ain't really cool to brag about that shit. And most people who do brag about that shit, it's to hurt someone else's feelings because one of the people they bagged was someone they like. So obviously the whoever it is fucking hates you if they're doing it. Right? We're not in the 70s and 80s anymore, where, you know, a sleigh is a trophy automatically and shit. So I naturally just knew not to do that, nor did I even want to do that. But here's this asshole giving me shit about a burlesque dancer / operatic singer who dresses up like a vampire model and is an actor and is also some form of a goth model who annoys the fuck out of me when I'm telling stories and should probably stop smoking. And also should not sing Jolene anymore because I'm tired of seeing it in my feed. But I'm just sitting up here like, why are you obsessing over this one person who you aren't even supposed to know about and haven't even seen a picture of? And then it dawned on me, and that's how it all came together. Oh, you want goths and emos, but you can't get them. You are maidenless. You are goth maidenless. Dick. I just like how it can mean so many things, and yet it's one word. So then, you know, yeah, I just like, you know what? Ashley gave me an indirect good idea. Let me actually bring Laura onto the fucking episodes, because as I've told Honeybee about this, for some reason, even if I have people who were there with me when some of these life stories happen, I will get text messages and emails because no one wants to comment on the actual videos of the people I know that know me that go to this go to the channel, and they'll be like, "Man, you made that up, didn't you?" I was like, "No, the fuck I didn't. Half the people who were on that episode were there when the shit happened." And it just gets on my nerves. But Laura was a special case. I've had multiple people tell me Laura is a figment of my imagination or Laura is a catfish. I was like, they don't even do catfish in Belgium. She would have had to learn that recently.
No, I think they do it in Belgium. I was just never a part of it, so I don't know, but I'm sure they do it.
Okay. Well.
Let me just say, if that's a figment of your imagination, good job. Great imagination. You done good. Really impressed.
You can stop now. So I was like, okay. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I even tried to help him at the end because I kind of felt bad. When your girlfriend wanted to, and she, before she died, says, "You know what? Let me piss you off one good time." Okay? That can fuck with you. I haven't had that happen to me Cause I mean, well, the worst I get from women. Okay, let me rephrase that before this even goes too far. The worst I get from women who I've had a relationship with is I get the, hey, I know I said that I was from or I live in Illinois and I didn't want this to be a one night stand or for us to be friends with benefits, but I was lying and you were actually really, really good. Can we do this again next time I'm around? Or hey, why don't you come to my state? We can have a round 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just in the here like, do you not understand how pissed I am right now? But after like literal years of that shit happening on and off, I got used to it. That's the worst I got. At no point in time have I gotten, well, I'm gonna, but you know what? Let me go piss off Zax before I die. Like, what the fuck were you doing? But yeah, Laura's not a figment of my imagination. She's just really good at ruining fucking stories, though.
I know. I just cause chaos.
Stop acting like you're not proud of that shit.
Good for you! Fuck yeah! Oh, Zach, you've introduced me to another Chaos Goblin. I love this.
No.
Yeah, fuck yeah!
No, let me put a math equation in the pick dump section. Yeah, that seems accurate. That seems accurate. Trying too hard.
Oh wait, shit! I didn't even see this picture before. Oh my god, that's rad as fuck.
I literally said I was putting it in the pick dump section like 3 times.
I know, but I was not paying attention to that. Yes.
So let me see if I have your official list of shit that you do. Let's see. Model, stage actor, translator, voice actor, vampire model, goth model, but that's kind of redundant to be fair. Operatic singer, am I forgetting anything?
Yeah, graphic designer, Photoshop wizard, and photographer.
First off, anybody in your age group will claim they're a Photoshop wizard.
Yeah, but I'm actually really good.
Again,
I
anyone
believe
in your
it.
age group will say that shit.
Okay, but did you edit this photo yourself? It looks really good.
I edit everything myself, yeah.
She can't see the picture. Okay, Laura, you have to hit the button that says pick dump. She's specifically referring to that picture that's in pick dump.
Okay, let me see. Hold
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I took that picture myself. I edited it myself. I did everything myself. All the rights are to me. Yeah.
Here's
It
the
looks
part
really
that's
good. Oh my
here's
God.
the part that's funny to me. Look at the wall and look at her skin. That's the only thing not photoshopped.
Yeah, no, that is indeed not photoshopped. I'm indeed that pale.
Like if she goes out before
yep.
4 p.m., she's gonna die, and it's fucking hilarious.
Girl, I went to get myself like shade matched, right, for new foundation. And this
Dude,
was
I
after
have
summer.
the foundations I need. It's just
Yeah.
white.
Yeah, I went. This was after I thought I got a summer tan. I go in there and they're like, I'm gonna have to give you this, and then we have a white mix. But that's the best we can do for you. Pale as fuck too. I get it.
No,
Yeah.
she's a whole nother level. Like, that wasn't a joke. If she goes out before 4 in the afternoon, she could fucking get sun poisoning and die. It's hilarious.
That's why I bought a big hat, so it covers my entire body.
That's why I will never stop calling her a vampire, because the sun will literally kill her. She owns multiple pairs of fangs. I couldn't not make a pun about her if I wanted to.
Hey,
And when
I only have one pair of fangs. One pair of fangs, and it's from a show. I never bought it because I don't have money.
Valid.
Anyways, so yeah, That's all I got. Also, you two will not be associating with each other ever again because there's too much risk of me getting some type of fucking blowback from it. But with that being said, do you have any questions before we leave? Laura, do you have any questions or anything you want to say to the audience or promote?
No, not really. I promote, just look at my Instagram, look at Alushira.
I'm not giving you the privilege of knowing that information, honeybee.
Okay, I'm just trying to promote.
No,
but
that's fine.
That's all.
No, that's fine. All right, honeybee, do you have anything you'd like to say in closing?
Hi, you can catch me on Instagram at b.beppy. You can also catch some of my other shows. Is this podcast a JoJo reference? You can also catch Deep Lore and No Time to Binge. And if you are in the Detroit area, maybe consider going to an anime rave that I'm a cosplay guest at. It is called it's called We Touch Grass. Use the code B, all in caps, BEE, for 10% off.
You know,
great.
I should probably
awesome.
mention you should give me links to all that shit so I can put it in the description.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't even think about that last one as much as you go to conventions. All right, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all have a good one.